I'm Francois from Kaiwai Safaris, and I've been hunting in Africa all my life. Together with my partner Eric and our professional guides, we guide everyday American hunters to hunt the dozens of species that our beautiful dark continent has to offer. This is Getaway to Africa.
One of the goals at Crown Precision Arms was to achieve bolt gun accuracy out of an AR platform. And when we've done that, we guarantee everything sub-MOA. All of our clients should be able to achieve sub-MOA with factory-grade match ammo.
We also have some customers in Utah that are using some of our AR platforms for hunting, and that's, you know, the hunting market in the AR world is a new thing. So we teamed up with Zach Owens out of Utah, and he does a lot of social media stuff, and he reached out to us, and we put our AR-10 with a 6.5 Creedmoor in his hands, and he's been shooting wolf at like 1,000 yards, and the fact that he's able to have the accuracy of a bolt gun, but have the repeatability and the second and third shot on those wolves is what's allowed us to have very accurate AR platforms.
And that's one of the big things about our ARs too, is it's you know, there's a couple lighter ARs, but we have the most accurate lightest AR on the market. And so the lightest one we have is about 4.5 pounds. Most of them are going to start out in about 5 to 5.5 pounds. But then in the AR-10 platform, 6 to 6.5 pounds, and you're just not going to find that from any other AR platform out there. And then the accuracy combined with it, it's just it's a game changer. So these are AG composite stocks. Prior to us getting in the bolt gun realm, I had them on a handful of guns. Absolutely love them. I think they're great stocks. And so we got some stocks. We got some unfinished stocks. This 7 PRC here is one of their color patterns, if you will. Yeah. And then this one we took as a blank and did our own color pattern in-house and did it with Cerakote. I think it turned out really great. I think for Africa, that's for you guys, in the bush here, I think it's really one of the best camo patterns we could have come up with. So we were kind of proud of that, and then we went with Terminus Actions. Yeah. Terminus was they've been over backwards. Joel at Terminus just. He's just been great. He sent us actions left and right. We developed it. We got everything put together. And then, of course, Josh mentioned BSF Barrels. Aaron Painter at BSF Barrels has been with Josh since day one. And then once I came on, I got to know Aaron as well. And he's been, we just can't say enough about Aaron and where they're going with their company and how supportive they've been. And, there's a lot of barrel manufacturers out there. Yeah. Quite a few carbon barrels, but I'll put this up against anything. I mean, we're shooting 1,000+ yards with all of these, and they're super accurate. And he's just been a great partner. I mean, he joined on with us and is a sponsor of the show as well, and just can't say enough. So Sig, they make a great product. You've got a good relationship with them. We've kind of built that relationship as well, and that continues. The neat thing about these scopes is I've used their binoculars, the Sig Kilos, for a number of years, and personally I think for the money, it's the best range-finding binocular that you'll find on the market. The clarity's, it's top-notch.
The range is incredible.
It's crazy. I mean, we've been in Colorado doing long-range shooting on elk hunts, and they'll range, we're ranging stuff 2,000 and 2,500 yards, right? Further than we can see with the naked eye. Yeah. And so that was kind of my first experience with the Sig stuff. And then, once they came out with this, and it's just a great product. It Bluetooths with the binoculars. It will come in and correlate back and forth with the distance, and then show you a dot on that scope on where to shoot. So really, for the average shooter that's not into long-range shooting, you can be shooting out to 800 yards out of the box, and not even have to have any long-range training or anything else. And so, for the average hunter, that's fantastic. I mean, how do you replicate that?
You know, my experience with this is, and doing this for so many years, is I have a bunch of scopes where you have to dial it in, and it's awesome, but most of the time out in the field, you don't really have time to dial it in. With this, you hit the rangefinder, and it gives you that drop down, and wherever that orange dot is, that's where you shoot at. Whether you're at 100 yards, it still gives you that dot, or 500 or 700 yards, it gives you that drop down dot, and it's just so easy and so magical. It takes all the stress out of it. I know that the Kilo 6, the new Kilo 6 gets your altitude and it gets the temperature, and it calculates that back into the scope. It's just remarkable.
The technology they put into this it's a game changer.
It's a game changer, I agree.
Sure.
The Getaway series is proudly sponsored by Crown Precision Arms.
So we're heading out to the 1,000-yard range now. We want to prepare the Sig telescope with the binoculars, and then see how they do at distance. And the process of bonding them and checking them at distance. Do you want to run us through that?
Yeah, too bad. Make sure we don't hit these giraffe up here. But yeah, so we did a little bit of head work before we left, and got the binos paired with the phone and the scope paired with the binos. So now we got to go through the rest of the steps on this, make sure everything's dialed in, and let's get out there and take it some distance and see what we can do with it.
Yeah, sure. And thank you for driving us. I appreciate it.
I appreciate the opportunity. It's the first time I've driven on the right side of the truck with a left standard, so hopefully we'll make it there.
Just watch out for the roadblock. We got a roadblock.
We do have a roadblock. We're probably charging a toll. Look at them all laying down.
What are you shooting at, 500?
I'll tell you just now.
The other one.
Is there another bag?
No, there's the other one.
Bart, if that doesn't work for you, we can turn the truck sideways. You can lower the hood.
We'll be good.
You sure?
Yeah.
Turn it sideways.
Is that fine?
Okay, what's the first one? I just want to hit it. The first gong's the round one.
369, that's what I got.
Let's where's the first one? The one on the right of the road.
Okay, you still got the dot at 360. It's actually 368, but it's still the same.
You good?
We're good. Everybody, we're live.
Yep.
Got it?
Got her.
I just want to see if it's low on it or high.
Right center.
It's right up center, yeah. Can you see it with the naked eye? Well done.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
And two to the right.
Okay, use that dot. We're good.
Got it. You can hardly see it.
You have right to left. Right.
Got it. Can't see where it is, but you definitely got it.
We're just setting up a couple of long range shots. We got the phone scope here to see if it'll record it.
Yeah. I mean, dude, we gotta connect them.
It does move the reticle. That sucker's bouncing all over the place.
576.
Not super stable.
Here, you want to sit on the cooler?
You want to sit on the cooler?
I don't think that's the deal. It's just 2 points of contact.
I think you'll feel better sitting on the cooler when you get your legs and your base better.
I'm just bouncing all over his chest. Dot.
Send it when you're ready.
Ready?
Hold on. Looking at us.
Hit.
I hit.
Yep.
He stumbled.
I can see him running still.
It's almost like a bow at like 60 yards. So I just pulled through it.
You see the dead tree?
The first one, when the gun went off,
The other side of that bush.
the pin was on top of his back.
Yeah, he's down.
There's some more blood.
Right here.
Yeah, here's a piece of something on there.
Oh my gosh.
Good job, buddy. Well done. Well done. What was the yardage on that? The final tally?
677, I think.
Wow, very good. Well done. Good shot. Look at that. That's not a bad shot.
It's good.
Beautiful. Well done. Congratulations. It's a beautiful springbuck as well.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's a beautiful springbuck. Really good.
Awesome.
So Keith, we wanted to do some long range and you got it done first shot. Very impressed. To tell us more about the gun and the experience you had.
Absolutely. You know, this is, and Bart can probably help us out even more, but this is the 7 PRC.
Yep.
From Crown Precision. And we took this to the range. This gun was right around a third MOA. So very, very accurate, which is what you need for those long range shots.
Mm-hmm. Did very well.
Yeah, all I did was pull the trigger.
We're shooting the Hornady 7 PRC, which is tough to find right now, as everybody knows. It was 175 grain ELDX.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were using the Sig Sauer BDX system. And I ranged it for him. And it Bluetooth back to the scope, and then puts a red dot in there so that the shooter knows exactly where to place that instead of having to dial. It does it all automatically, and it works perfect. I mean, it's great stuff.
Yeah, it's a small target at that distance.
This is it's a very small target. Keith and I have done some long range shooting on other animals and enjoy it, doing it together. But this is by far the smallest
Yes.
We've shot at distance.
Normally at elk and stuff. So
Yeah.
this is a little bitty.
Well, you did fantastically well. Very impressed with the gun, the setup, and we're sitting way on the ridge over there.
Yep.
If you look back, it looked mighty small.
Yeah, I guess we should mention it was 677 yards.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's a long ways.
It's crazy. On a Springbuck, it's a very small target, and but got it done. As soon as we shot it, it ran probably about 60 yards and tumbled, and we couldn't see it anymore. And we walked out here, and there was a pretty nice blood trail that we picked up very quickly, and we got right to it. And splendid trophy, beautiful Springbuck. I mean, it's a beautiful old
Nice
mature
round.
Springbuck. Well done. Congratulations on a great trophy and a great hunt.
Yes.
Yeah, good job, Keith. Great shot.
The Getaway series is proudly sponsored by Crown Precision Arms.
Just saw these Hartebeest crossing over here. They just probably wait another 100 yards in there. We're gonna get them. It's great light this time of the day. Probably gonna be a very easy shot. Well, let's see. We're just gonna do a bit of a walk and see if we can find them. Good. Yeah, let's go.
Just hold before you shoot it. Just want to make sure I can't see. The one at the bottom is a cow. All three there standing out are cows.
Yeah, he walked away.
There's three facing us. The one in the middle of the three. He's just turned his head to the left.
Yeah, shoot him.
Yep. One just put his head down. One in the middle there. Just watch out for the one behind him. In the chest.
Okay, let's walk up there quickly, guys.
He's down.
According to me, he was standing somewhere here. Here's
Where's the truck?
Here's his footprint. Oh, there he is. Last light. Talk about last light.
Yes, sir.
Well done. What a great shot. And we're a little bit rushed. It's about to be dark. It's
Yeah.
5 before 7 in the evening.
But look at that sunset.
That sunset is absolutely fantastic, don't you think?
It's a great end to the day.
Great into the day. We had a great day.
Man.
Look at the mass on those bases.
Yeah.
Right hand
That's
bull.
cool. He's a right-hand bull? Oh, all rubbed off over
Bit
here?
of fighting involved there, probably.
Yeah.
All right, Bart. Last light to round off the day. We were about to have a beer. Run us through it.
Well, we saw another little herd of Hartebeest. I think this is now the third or fourth stalk we put on Hartebeest this week.
Yep.
And finally made it happen.
These guys were all down in this valley, the Maramba area, and we happened to drive by there and we just saw them walking out there. And the first time we saw them, they were probably about 250 yards away. We did a bit of a stalk and he did an absolute great job. Perfect shot right in the chest. He stood up and looked our way and he did it. And this 7mm PRC once again.
It's kind of my new favorite, my go-to.
Me too.
It keeps growing every time we shoot another animal with it.
Fantastic. And long range, I mean, we did like a 600-yard shot with this earlier today.
677 yards with Keith. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Shot the Springbok.
Yeah, and this Hartebeest really didn't go far. I think he probably went about 60, 70 yards again.
Yeah.
You know, these animals are so tough. People judge and say, you know, you can't judge how far it runs by how good the shot is. If you
just
do
never know on the
perfect
animals.
shot and it still runs 100 yards or 500 yards, you know. So
they're not whitetail. Well, I said this when we walked up. My son Landon's going to be happy because it's going to be about this much smaller than his. Not that we're a competitive family, but
yeah, you made his day.
Yeah, he'll have one over on me, so we have to keep going.
Fantastic. No, we had a great time today, so I'm very happy. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Great job.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Chasing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon.